What's going on, everybody? I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. So guys, we can all agree that in 2020, Seiko prices seem to be going up, and if you happen to find a really good looking, slick Seiko, chances are it's going to be limited edition and it's going to cost around $1,000 or more. But here's my question to you. Is there another watchmaker within Seiko Epson Corporation's arsenal that might be taking the place of where Seiko used to be? It's 12:15 p.m. Let's get down to business. Orient. All right, obvious choice. Orient is the new Seiko. Episode over. I mean, all jokes aside, let's go ahead and look at why Seiko was so coveted for so many years, and then we'll take a look at how Orient stacks up against them today. Number one, diverse catalog, right? Seiko had an enormously diverse catalog. We're talking about dress watches, dive watches. I think most people entered the watch collecting world with a Seiko sports watch. I know I did. You have a ton of different complications, whether it be chronographs, day dates. You even have really complicated kinetic watches that have GMTs and moon phases. We went over that recently here on this channel. If you want to see the top 10 moon phase complications for 2020, click up here and check that out. And when we're going over this very diverse catalog, I think the most important facet is the very wide price range, right? You had Seiko 5s that were often under $100, like well under $100. I remember when you could get an automatic in-house movement SNK 809 field watch for like 60 bucks, sometimes like 57 bucks on Amazon, not anymore. And then if you wanted to spend a pretty penny, you could go around the $1,300 range like I did when I wanted my Seiko tuna. So you could spend, a lot of money or not a lot of money. And that's what was so fun about Seiko. You had a ton of options. And of course, we can't bring up Seiko without mentioning just a ton of functionality, right? I've brought up the fact that there is a ton of complications to choose from at a ton of different price ranges, all of which being in-house. It's just a really, really fun watchmaker, or they were. But finally, okay, the last thing I want to bring up about Seiko and why they were so highly coveted, especially around us watch enthusiasts, is the bang per buck, right? I just mentioned the very wide price range. Well, the fact is, no matter where you spent your money within that Seiko catalog, you could count on it punching way above its price tag, and that's what was so dang charming about Seiko as a watchmaker. And let me be clear, I'm not saying that the current Seiko watches that they're offering today aren't incredible watches that aren't punching above their price range, because the truth is they probably still are. Let's take a look at a Captain Willard. Although this watch costs well above $1,000, if it did say Swiss made on the dial, you could bet it's going to cost a lot more. But again, this is a far cry from how much value you got with an entry-level Seiko SKX. So okay, we just went over the list of why Seiko was so highly coveted, but let's kind of transpose that list into how Orient stacks up today as a true entry-level contender. Literally, starting with the same metric, diverse catalog. Yes. Orient has that. We're talking divers, right? Like the Komatsu that just came out, an incredible watch. I still need to get one to review here. The Triton, which is a watch I absolutely want. The Triton has so much value that it almost makes me feel silly for getting the Seiko tuna. Now, I wanted the tuna because I wanted that 7C46 movement, which Orient does not yet use, but that Triton is a beast of a watch, and if you want a highly complicated, or I should say a highly competent diver with a power reserve indicator, and I think it has a day date, and great lume, and just all around solid build. I've held Tritons, I've worn them, I haven't pulled the trigger on one personally. Every time I see one, I am incredibly impressed. Just a crazy watch. So yes, you have a ton of divers, you have Makos, you have the Komatsu, you have the Triton. Those are probably the top three in my opinion. But you have dress watches like the Bambino. How many watch reviewers have recommended the Bambino to you guys? all of us, because it's an incredible watch. My favorite being the new small seconds, or I should say the newer small second variant, kind of a vintagey vibe, just a gorgeous, gorgeous catalog of dress watches from Orient. You have field watches like the Orient Defender. I currently own the Orient Defender version 1. Such a unique look. It's not your typical, just kind of simple field watch. It's kind of an amalgamation of simplicity and then complexity. It's a very fun watch and incredibly durable. 100-meter water resistance rating, threaded crown, great lume, 24-hour dial, just crazy, crazy watch for under $200. And I kind of already mentioned this, but you're getting, again, various complications. Just like we looked at with Seiko, you're getting chronographs, you're getting day-date complications, you're even getting sun and moon phases. Orient is crushing it with the amount of watches they're giving you with a ton of different functionalities, a ton of different applications. You go swimming a lot, boom. You go hiking a lot, boom. Maybe you just stay in an office and you yell into a camera, boom. Dress watches, perfect. Oh, you want wide price ranges? Yeah, okay, cool. Orient does have some watches under $100, and they have some watches that, hover around the $300, $500 mark, especially when we're looking at those Tritons. Man, I want to order a Triton right now. And oh, guys, you want in-house movements? Boom, Orient's got you covered. And again, we're gonna finish it up with that final most important metric, bang per buck. Yes, if you couldn't tell, absolutely, Orient has the bang per buck. Orient is the new entry-level value proposition, period. So listen, I absolutely love the Seiko watches that are in my collection, and most likely I will keep them for the rest of my life, okay? I absolutely love my Seiko watches, the Tuna, the Alpinist, my SSC 081, the SKX. I'm actually wearing my T3 Timinator 5KX mod with the threaded crown, and I've done a whole review on this watch. Just click up here and check it out because I absolutely love this watch. Sapphire crystal and just an incredible build by 4:44 p.m. So I love Seiko. But when it comes to supreme bang per buck and entry level everyday value, Orient's the new Seiko, and that's my take on that. I might be totally off the mark, but I would love to hear what you think about all of this. So please, in the comment section, leave your opinions below. And I know a lot of us have kind of gotten into watch collecting thanks to Seiko. Some of us have gotten into watch collecting thanks to Orient, and I know these companies are technically related, but we can also recognize they're catering to different markets and they're doing different things with their product catalog. So what do you think? Leave me that comment. I'd love to learn from you and gain some more perspective on how things are changing in 2020. So guys, please check out all the affiliate links in the description below. I have a bunch of watches, watch toolkits, watch winders, even everything the watch collector needs is in the description below, and they're products that I use myself. So you can click those affiliate links and it really does support the channel. You can check out my personal website, www.thetimtellershop.com. That's the #1 place to find affordable vintage luxury watches handpicked by me. There's a bunch of ways to support the channel. You can become a channel member. $4.99 a month gets you 6 pieces of content a week, plus access to that members only Discord chat. Easily though, the easiest way to support the channel is just to keep doing what you're doing and watching the content, because what's content without a viewer? So special thanks to you for hanging out with me today, and I hope you learned something new, and if you did, go ahead, click that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on any of the content we're doing here at the channel. Like, comment, subscribe, share this with everyone you know. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time, I just tell it. Thank you, Seiko, for breaking my heart. Thank you, you.